shift to like what this actually looks like within an organization, whether you're working at one or you're leading one or you own one, is that you have to stop thinking in role-based thinking and start thinking in workflow-based thinking. So let's break this down tactically. For every hire that you're considering, you want to write down the 4 to 6 things or 8 things or 10 things that that person actually does with their hands and their eyes and like in their mouth, does stuff. All right. And then ask whether each of those activities could live inside of a workflow instead of headcount. And so the old thinking or the old paradigm is I need to hire an editor. The new thinking or paradigm is what are these 5 things an editor actually does that creates a video? And each one of those things should be a workflow. So let me just give you a visual to kind of drive this home. So let's say that you have an organization that looks like this, okay? Very simple. Each of these roles has tasks underneath of them, or at least they should, right? Of course, they should. But all of these is to organize humans, not to organize the inputs and outputs. Because in an organization, if we were to do something perfectly, we would have it much more like a manufacturing business. Now, what does that mean? Every business at its most basic level takes raw inputs, adds some special sauce, and then you get an output that's more valuable. And so in a service business, it means you take raw talent, you add training and skills, or you put multiple of these skills together that when those skills taken in aggregate are worth more than any of the individuals on their own, right? So if you've got somebody who knows how to write, somebody knows how to read, somebody knows how to record, somebody knows how to edit, put all that together, all of a sudden you have an advertising agency. And somebody else who can buy ads, great, you have an advertising agency, right? And so, but the thing is that this is our organizational structure is to organize communication between humans and hierarchy for decision-making.